Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for March 1st to the 7th of 2026. So our week kicks off on Monday, March 2nd, with Mars entering Pisces until April 9th. As it enters Pisces, this gives us a chance to dream up the new direction, renewed desires, and individual purpose about to be born in each of us. Mars is about who you are and what you want, and we are dreaming that anew. In Pisces, you get to explore your spirituality, your imagination, and your dreams. Does any of that even play a role in your life? Some people avoid that part of life altogether. Of course, it does for some more than others, but if you are a staunch realist, this gives you permission to loosen up and dream a little over the next 2 months. Liberate your normal way of thinking for just a moment this week and consider this. If all your bills were paid, all your needs taken care of, what would you choose to do with your time, energy, and money? You have to quiet the ego who wants to know and control everything and surrender to your imagination. And then ask the real question. What do you truly desire for yourself, for your family, for your community, and for the world? Many of us share a vision of a progressive humanity that uses technology as a tool rather than worship it like a god. Many of us share a vision of a connected humanity that honors the deepest value of the mother, the land, and the soil that feeds and sustains life on this planet, rather than rape, pillage, and slowly kill us all. There has been an awakening and an interruption in your normal flow. Use this as an opportunity to explore territory you normally don't allow yourself to explore and see what you find. If we hold that light and that vision of the Aquarian age really representing freedom, equality, and reverence for all life, then we can magnetize that into our reality. So dream world in Pisces before we spark and initiate the new life in Aries. We have an annual, we have some bigger cycles, all on that cusp of ending, new beginning that we can tap into right now. And Mars is only there every 2 years, which means it's just completed a big Aries through Pisces cycle, basically almost 24 years. It takes 2 years to get around to each sign. So this is big. And it's happening with this extra juju of the social collective planets leaning on that cusp as well. So this is personal, social, and collective across the board. And what's not written here that should be is to keep in mind with Mars and Pisces that you are doing intuitive action. You're feeling what's necessary and then moving on it. That can feel restrictive to Mars energy that you're used to, like going for it, initiating, igniting, activating, taking that first step, all that, right? In the water signs, Mars feels into what's the proper action and right timing. So just keep that in mind too. And in this case, because it is Pisces, some of the answers that you seek may come in your dreams. So be open to that as well. Then on Tuesday, technically March 3rd, it's happening overnight, the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse. This is number 3 of 7. So we have a lot more Virgo Pisces eclipses to navigate over the next year than we will have Leo Aquarius, but they are beginning to overlap. So be mindful. If that means it's hitting 2 areas of your life, 2 areas of your chart back to back. And the last time we went through this on the Pisces Aquarius cusp was 06 to 08 for Virgo Pisces eclipses and 08 to 09 for Leo Aquarius eclipses. That's the full 20-year cycle. In between, we're looking at Leo Virgo, Virgo being Virgo North Node, 2015 to 17, and Leo North Node, 2018 to 19. And we can all feel that one still reverberating at this time. If you want to go back further, the overlap years would be 1998. And before that, the overlap year was 1989. So you can look at those years to see how things changed for you, what evolved, what new patterns and things got into place that have run their course, and how would you like to do this same cycle that is repeating a new and different way. And for this one, I am going to attempt to stay up overnight and see what I can get in pictures or film. We'll see. Sometimes, even though technically it's visible here, it can be cloudy and then I still don't get good pictures. But I will try, and I will be present all night because the Virgo is very important to my 6 placements in Virgo, that I am definitely completing major cycles. So anyone paying attention at this time, you get to use this potent Virgo full moon lunar eclipse to reset your personal patterns, but bigger than annual. Think 10 and 20-year cycles that are completing and initiating at this time. The focus, path, and direction is toward healing and integrating the body-spirit connection in Virgo Pisces so that we can shine our light and make our unique contribution in Leo Aquarius. Eclipses bring change and a break to realign moment. There is an interruption in your normal rhythms, so it is a good time to shake things up consciously and activate all new rhythms and patterns to support the new 10 and 20-year cycle being initiated at this time. So we're completing one, but we're also initiating one. We're right on that cusp. Virgo moon often invites you to release the facade of keeping up appearances in your life, focusing instead on healing imbalances and integrating fragmented aspects of self. Rather than opting for temporary fixes, direct your attention toward a genuine inner healing. By doing so, you will radiate beauty and natural order from the core of your being. Virgo's energy encourages purification, extending to all levels: physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional. Consider fasting from negativity, both internal and external, and reorganize your priorities. There is something you must be willing to release from your system to have what you want, and there is something you must integrate into your system to be who you are. Deep breath. This full moon signifies the completion of an annual cycle, providing an opportunity to ground intentions on a personal level. This prepares you for the forthcoming cycle of collaborative efforts on a collective level this spring. As you approach the Virgo full moon, reflect on the initiatives you were creating around the fall equinox of last year. Assess the status of the new systems or routines activated at that time. That would have been the Virgo new moon 6 months ago. Any revelation during this period can deepen your commitment to inner wholeness, aligning your internal truth with an external reality that requires introspection, especially regarding your relationships and personal exchanges. Friction experienced now is a necessary catalyst for growth and evolution, contributing to the emergence of a new vision this month. While the initiation of the lunar cycle may carry an intense ending vibe, consider it more as a completion or surrender, trusting in the divine nature of all experiences, even if understanding is not immediate. Take the time to process internally before embracing the action-oriented energy of the next lunation and spring equinox of this year. So basically, this is the Virgo Pisces preceding the Aries Libra energy coming in, where we get to prepare and develop and process. So I'm hoping that you're doing your Pisces processing, your emotional processing for the year to precede those Aries choices and decisions. And like I said, the eclipse adds the 10 and 20-year cycle to the mix, and we need to really pay attention. If you have a North Node in Pisces or Aquarius, then you're on deck for a whole new life path and direction. If your North Node is opposite that, meaning Leo Virgo, then you're at the midpoint in your 20-year cycle, so you're 10 years in. The rest of us just look at the houses ruled by Virgo, Pisces, and Leo Aquarius and know that that's where the change is happening for the foreseeable future. Now, Wednesday the 4th brings Venus sextiling Uranus. This energy, guided by Uranus, ignites a distinct electrical charge in the atmosphere. New relationships formed during this period might bear an unusual aspect, while established ones may undergo shifts for positive realignments, possibly in an enjoyably different and refreshing manner. Wouldn't that be nice? There is no room for mundane routines, ordinary people, or uninspiring collaborations during this phase. Harness this energy to tap into your own unique genius and delve into your profound well of creativity. This is Uranus waking up Venus and Venus waking up Uranus. It's a powerful combo. Share these gifts, if possible, with kindred spirits who resonate with your heart. Leverage this energy to explore territories that you might not have previously recognized as available to you. Embrace a lighthearted and cheerful approach. Engage socially and relish diverse encounters or novel activities, meaning do something different. However, be aware that relationships initiated during this period may lack the essential qualities for long-term sustainability. Consider this time more about cherishing the people and experiences passing through your life and accepting this transient yet enlightening gift. Okay, so we want to be on alert for anything unusual and to do things differently so you can get a different perspective and kind of break up the monotony, right? Get creative, super creative, and just be open and receptive to different. Then Thursday the 5th brings Sun trining Jupiter. So this is Pisces to Cancer. We're in the watery realms at the first part of the month and the fiery realms in the later part of the month. Sun to Jupiter, this moment holds the blessings of source energy, nurturing and fueling your grandest dreams and life visions for this lifetime. Nurturing and fueling your grandest dreams and visions for this lifetime. Embrace and seize the profound vibes present when these forces unite, urging you to expand your life's journey significantly. Such an activation often signifies blessings resulting from past dedication and commitment. As you've been moving along a certain path, it is as if the road now widens and deepens, offering you a chance to weave substantial parts of your personal story together in a whole new light. We love that. We are telling a new story that highlights a new aspect of self, Sun to Jupiter. This energy becomes a catalyst for learning and exploring anything that aids your progress and improves your life. While some may opt to relax and unwind, which is supported too, it truly amplifies its support for those stepping into heightened levels of consciousness. Enthusiastic and optimistic, this energy swings doors wide open, contingent upon your mindset. Okay, so that Jupiter faith and belief and positivity and the potentials and paying attention to what's possible, then knowing you got to come back in and do the work to make it happen. But you've got to believe first, right? It grants you the ability to perceive the grand scheme while guiding you toward the necessary next steps for your goals and aspirations at this moment. Say, deep breath. Then the big day, March 6th, is Friday, Venus's day, Oshun's day, when she will enter Aries for the first time since her retrograde in Aries about a year ago. She'll be there from March 6th until April 14th, so consider this an introduction to your newly initiated self, birthed out of the clearing and releasing of the old self, the old identity and old purpose about a year ago. That retrograde activated a new 8-year cycle in your Aries department, and the next 4 to 6 weeks are going to introduce you and others to the new you, based on renewed values and evolved priorities, based on the evolution of your relationships and resources over the last 8 years. As she moves through Aries, you will discover how much you have graduated to your own next level. In another sense, Venus has also just made a full journey through the signs, activating your inner sacred feminine throughout the journey. How have you grown and evolved over the last year or the last 8 years? How have your values and priorities shifted regarding your personal independence, individual power, deepest passion, and true purpose? How has all that evolved in 1 to 8 years? What is complete and what is initiating, where your relationships, finances, and magnetics are concerned? What have you learned about your immediate friends, family, and community, and your place and preferences within each connection? Are your relationships a vibrational match? Do they embody conscious equal partnership and the reciprocity that feels delicious, sincere, joyful, reciprocal, and balanced? It's also a good time to look at the houses and planets with Aries energy activated to know what specifics are coming up for you personally. Venus is all about your innate magnetics, what you naturally magnetize and naturally repel. And Aries is all about being brave, walking by faith, and getting things started. When we have a deep passion and a true purpose, we lead by example, and that is the energy within you being born anew at this time. As you are able to anchor this new sense of self, identity, and purpose that you have developed over the last year or so, there will be more opportunities for new relationships and collaborations, but you may have to lead. Remember, when you know who you are and what you want, and you are willing to be individually responsible, you inspire others to carry their own weight and be responsible for their own energy and vibration. It's always you is an old adage of mine for the Aries department especially. It means that whatever you are magnetizing into your life is but a reflection of what is within. You can take your power back by being responsible for what is within and around you, and that automatically shifts your outer world in brilliant, beautiful, and completely unexpected ways. More than ever, we have to operate from heart center. You have to actually care to get engaged. And so often you must clear away all that you do not care about so that what you do care about has more room to grow, evolve, and expand. This is the soul work we do with Venus, and this work is going to be especially personal for those with strong Aries, Libra, or Cancer, Capricorn activated in their charts. So because it's important and because this is the first time she's back here since her retrograde here, where she lingered and rearranged things, now you might be even more clear on how you cleared the shadow or aspects of the shadow that affect you. This whole list can't possibly apply to one person, so we'll all have one or two things on here that we've been working on and trying to clear. Being competitive in love, game playing and manipulation, acting rashly in the heat of the moment. Think of Venus in Aries, this is what we're talking about. Being impulsively cruel or indiscriminate anger. Being confrontational in an effort to get your own way. Acting hard when soft would get better results. Completely disregarding those near and dear to you. Acting like a petulant, spoiled child, saying things you cannot take back. That tit for tat mentality and a desire for vengeance, which is basically a toxic form of justice. Creating struggle unnecessarily, feeling like everything has to be a fight. And expecting those you love to prove their love or testing them unnecessarily. This is an imbalanced Venus in Aries. This is the shadow that can come up at this time. And it's something we've certainly seen in the social collective realms for sure. But the light list is so powerful that it overcomes the darkness every time. Your ability to know and articulate your personal needs. Part of this is a big deal. Venus is going to hit Aries first, then Mars. These are the two planets that help us get anything done on a personal level. Then we got Saturn on the social level, Neptune on the collective level, all moving into Aries, so it's all connected. And the fact that Mars is only here every 2 years, Venus is only here technically every 9 months, unless she retrogrades like she did, and then it takes a little longer. This is a powerful time for us to take that extra juju that the bigger planets are lending to get our personal needs and desires met, let's say. And it's time to renew all this light list, right? Instinctive self-preservation that negotiates up front. So again, knowing yourself and negotiating on your own behalf. Being clear and decisive while also considering others. Being fiercely protective of life and loved ones. Knowing who you are and what you want, mastering patience, consideration, and empathy. Okay, so we have to be in our self-preservation mode, but we also have to recognize what's going on around us and sort of take a temperature, know your audience, understand where you're at, and have situational awareness and things like that, so that you can navigate properly, or effectively in a way that protects your energy field. And Aries energy is not typically patient. So that's the big piece, is slow down and allow this new life to kind of unfold before you where you're actively engaged. Being passionate about your life's purpose. All this fire and air energy should be uplifting and inspiring us in the coming years in a way that has been a little bit heavy, okay? So a lot of that's going to lighten up and we're going to do things a different way. Accomplishing goals with a clear direction in life. That knowing who you are and what you want is a good place to start. Staying present, trusting, and walking by faith through life. So that's the thing. When you're present and you're walking by faith, you see the opportunities and the possibilities and potentials in every little thing that crosses your path. Like you find a way to use everything. That's coming up. We got to be very creative and what's the word I'm thinking? Resourceful, let's say, in this new territory. Valuing physical activity and healthy competition. Let's get moving. Let's be in our body. Aries is the athlete. Knowing when to fight and when to back off. So remember on the shadow list, it's all feeling like everything's a fight and a struggle. That means something's out of whack. We got to slow down, stop, and tend to something so that that's not the way we're rolling. Being a fearless leader that cultivates independence in others. Okay, so you get to lead by example, but you also are around a circle of a round table. There's no hierarchy. You're not better than anyone else. You know who you are, so it gives everyone else permission to know who they are and to bring that sovereign self to the table. And the last one that's really good for Venus in Aries is thriving as a self-sufficient, independent adult with a youthful spirit all your life. So if you live with Venus in Aries, you will be eternally youthful. And the ones I know truly are. So this is a big deal. Why I did a little extra juju here. I hope that's okay. Last day of the week and last two activations fall on Saturday the 7th. This is Mercury retrograde conjunct Sun, so this is technically initiating the new quarter and the new cycle. This compelling energy urges you to express yourself across multiple layers of existence. Communication stands at the forefront, yet it is crucial that it flows both ways. A genuine exchange of ideas. As you step into this fresh cycle of self-expression, you will be able to harness potent energy that is likely to leave a lasting impact or create a meaningful difference in the lives of others should the need arise. It is an opportune moment for travel, whether physical or within the realms of your own mind through visualization, or even exploring new facets in your immediate surroundings. Exploring uncharted paths can reveal unforeseen discoveries. This energetic influx brings forth a torrent of information. Staying alert is paramount. For those grounded and organized, this phase may yield well-deserved recognition from others, a testament to the individual efforts that you have poured into your endeavors. Embrace this energy, allow it to guide you toward new experiences and insights, while remaining open to the flow of communication and exchange that aligns with your authentic self-expression. Okay, so stay in your lane. And then that's Mercury to Sun. So that's all just illuminating the new thinking, the new ideas while it's retrograde, renewing, reviewing, and doing all that kind of thing. We're going to come out of here with a new dream and a new vision that we will activate when it moves into Aries and goes forward. Same day, Saturday, Venus conjunct Neptune. So here's where Venus kicks off the party by hitting Neptune first, then Saturn, then Pluto. So first we dream, then we manifest that dream, and that transforms our lives. I love it. But Venus conjunct Neptune, typically, this energy combines the potency of your vision with your core values, signifying the inception of a new dream or the emergence of a creative endeavor waiting to manifest through you. Presently, it is ideal to contemplate the broader scope of your life, ensuring that your connection to the greater whole, your contributions, and your purpose are all in alignment with your current values and priorities. This period calls for intuition over rigidity or linear thinking, encouraging inspiration rather than persuasion, deception, or force. Clarity in finances and relationships might prove elusive under this energy. Okay, we know how Neptune does, creates illusions and delusions. Therefore, channeling your energy into creative or artistic pursuits is recommended. This activation serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all aspects of life. Aligning your internal values with external manifestations significantly aids in bringing your vision to life. Trust your intuition, remain integrity, stay grounded, and keep good boundaries, particularly when Neptune's influence is at play like it is here. So that's the thing. Boundaries. Venus is your love and money. Conjunction is a new beginning. So that's why I said we got a new dream, a new vision that we're trying to manifest, or a new creative project. Because then when these two get together, the imagination is activated, the other realms, the ancestors, all kinds of good juju can come through this new beginning. But I also like it, like I said earlier, to dream the new dream or create the new vision here that really aligns with what you care about, because that's Venus's thing. And then going to Saturn next week, we'll hit Saturn and Pluto in the same week to initiate this new reality. And Saturn and Neptune just got there. So this is the first hit. So this is really juicy. And if you're wondering how all this applies to you or what's going on with your Pisces Aries, then I recommend getting your reading. Either the Astro Cycles, so you can get a little bit of everything, or the Venus reading and custom guide that'll guide you all the way to September of this year. I still highly recommend both. So reach out if you feel called. Now, be sure to review the relevant reflections and upcoming events in the March monthly missive, and know that you can often find everything that I discuss in my forecast or on my blog anytime you're looking for links or something specific. So I hope you will join us when and where you can and reach out directly when you need to, and have a fantastic week. This is Callie Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.